A very good afternoon to you, and how you be at 1:23 and 42 seconds to go right along with it, coming to you live from my mother's basement. Trusted Beard here, and you there on the other side of the glass, Notorious Tobe, just downloaded City Skylines, and he's gonna give it a whirl, and I'm gonna give him a hand with it. Toby, how you doing?
Howdy, howdy.
Alright, so we're going to start off with a new map. What did you start off on?
What did I start off on? Two Rivers.
Two Rivers. So we're going to do Two Rivers as well. And I'm going to go with unlimited money just so I can show you how to start. I don't have to worry about it. I know, but I'm just going to show you. Now, did you open up my stream? Is it up?
No.
I might want to refresh it.
I went to a group text message. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't matter. Make some eggs.
Never missing update. Let's see. What am I doing? Basic tutorial live.
There we are.
Alright, so I'm gonna shut off the volume on this, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be behind a little bit, but I'll show you what I mean. So just watch the video. So what you're gonna see is, you're in, right? You're gonna see these two highways. I'll try and talk like a little behind too. So
I think I'm pretty much caught up.
it's just a little behind. So see how when I make this road across, it's off just a hair. It's not even. So what you want to do is you want to get this even. So if I go down 10 here with this road, right, and 10 here with this road. Oh, it is even. Okay. You're good. But that's how you start it off, because some roads aren't even when they originally start. So you start off with that and you build a road. Now you're gonna build a road just all the way, two roads all the way down. It's the easiest thing to do.
I want to do this with you while I'm watching.
Well, it will be broadcasted and you can watch. Alright, so then being that what happens is, because this road connects over here, it makes everything else equal along the line. See how these white squares are going to be perfectly lined up. So now I can come in again and make a road here. And now I can come, again, you're not going to have all this money, but as you can see, like when I start moving back and forth, eventually it clicks, and it's boom, it clicks right in. You're going to notice that,
I see.
And now that's 100%, that's a right angle, boom, done. So now I've got a road here, right, and I've got a road here. Now, I always tend to space out, and I put like industrial side on one side, and residential on the other, but in this case, being that the roads are where they are, I'm just going to end up having it all on this side. So I bring my road all the way down, right, and this is a 2-lane. Now, I can come back, and this is something you're going to want to do, and I'll just do it quick. I highlight over the one-way road, and I'm going to delete this right here. And now this is a 2-lane road, but it's merging into a highway, so there's no point of this. Oh, whoops, what did I do? I deleted. So what I'm going to do is, I was upgrading, so I'm going to make this straight and come down here. And now you're going to go into the upgrade tool, and I'm just going to upgrade this, and that's where you see, you're going to see in a second, the one-way arrow, and you're just going to come down and you're going to make it all the way in, and then you'll know it's a one-way because the road ends here and you can go right or left. Now this needs, the other road next to it needs to go opposite, right, and you bring it up, but we know it started the wrong way here at the end, so you go into press triangle, hold down triangle, and you go into change road direction, and then you're just going to change the road direction all the way up, and now it's connected. You see the arrows in the perfect unison forming. Alright, so now you have your basic road. Now we're going to switch back on roads, and we're going to come back to 2-lane road. And now you just want to get a basic start. So what you're going to do is, anywhere in, you make a road. I like to just, use basic increments. Sometimes I do like 12 by 24s. They work out nicely for some reason. Or you do 10 by 20s. So, I'll come in 20. And then here's another thing, and then I'll start building off of this. And I'll come in down, you can just come in down any amount. I used, the general 10s work, or 5s as well. You'll also see 5 pop up. So you'll see 5 pop up. That's 10. 5, the line pops up for 10 at 5. So boom, that's 5 right there. And you'll see that in a second. Now, I don't like to build on my main roads here. So what I'll do sometimes is, let's say I'll do something like this, and I'll put in a road here. And when I build, I'll come in, and then you press triangle, and there's all sorts of different, when I go into residential, there's all sorts of different tools you can use: small brush, medium brush, select, fill. So I'll go with the select here, and I would come in here, and if I know that this main road's going to be used a lot, well then I'll fill in the residential behind it, so I make sure it builds on the back road. Then here with this space, you can do a multitude of different things. I can't unlock it right now; it's not unlocked. I should have unlocked it. But you can put in bicycle paths or road or walk paths or stuff like that. That helps. So now I've got a little residential laid in here, and we'll just continue to use that. And I'm doing a basic layout, right? And we're going to come in here. Now eventually, because this main road will be used a lot, I will end up upgrading this to a 4-lane road. Now a 4-lane road will actually knock out squares on either side of your 2-lane road. So it takes up 4 squares rather than what your 2-lane road takes up. So also be prepared for that. So sometimes, essential thing is what I do is I leave my main roads open. I leave them very spaced out. I never build near them. I leave at least a 20 gap space between it. 10, 20. You know what? I'll leave a 30 gap space. And I'll leave a 30 gap space, and I will not build in this area. I will not build in this area. I'll even exit out with, roads on the map to make sure I don't. Because what am I going to do here? I'm going to put in highways maybe. If it becomes a huge city down here, I'm going to need highways and infrastructure to take care of it. I'm going to need tracks. That train tracks are going to take up a whole space here, and then I'm going to need secondary train tracks. I'm going to need a bus terminal. I'm going to need just a million things you're going to need, down the road. So you need to plan accordingly. So I'm not going to build in any of these spaces next to this main road that are over here. So you're going to delete that out. So you're going to not use that space whatsoever. So now we've got residential. We're going to get back to building. So now I've got a nice residential section right here, I guess. It's not really what I would do, but it works. And I'm not going to build on this secondary main road just for now, just in case. So now I've got my residential. I'm also going to come in here. Hello, new viewer. We're going over a tutorial for...
What do you just do when you just highlighted? You just zoned that residential?
Yes, I zoned it residential. Green is residential, low density residential. Eventually you'll get high residential. Now that's going to house a lot more people, which needs more services, which takes more cars, which do a lot of different things. It's high density, it's apartment buildings. Just think of Manhattan, as compared to Westchester or Long Island, So now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just, make some roads, segment off something. Now, perfect. So now this area, I'm going to make in the center. I can use what we've been using, right? Or you can use something else. Fill works because it's going to fill the whole section. So boom, that'll work. And we'll segment that now is low density commercial. So your Sims, your people, what they do is they go to work and they go to the stores, and that's it. That's all they do. So they need to be able to go to stores, and they need to be able to go to work. You provide buses and transportation for them, but in the beginning, you don't. And now we'll also show you small brush and medium brush. Now, small, medium, and large brush, they're the same thing, but they just build like this. So, and we'll come in here, and we filled in a ton of residential, and it's almost too much, because when you play with no money, you have you have to manage it, and you can't have power lines running everywhere and stuff. So normally, if you play with no money, you can sneak in a coal power plant, and you can sneak in both a water pumping station and a water drain pipe. Sometimes, if you want to save money, you go to water tower and you go to wind power. Now, also, if you look at it, the cost is $6,000. It's $80 upkeep a week versus to the oil power plant, which is $560 upkeep a week. But it costs $19,000. So, you can play around with it and stuff. But, so that's that. So now, what you want to do sometimes is this. We're going to make a road off of this for our oil power plant. And we're just going to bring it in here. And it's going to come just like this. And then we're going to build a road up and over. Now, to build a elevated road, you're just going to press up on the D-pad. So we'll bring in, right, and you go... So down, if you just start it, you press X, and then you can slope it up. Or you can press up, 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 and I can build, this freaking massive behemoth, but, what's the point of that? Now, it also goes 12. So if you go 12, that's the farthest it will rise, before it goes back. If you go 13, it will revert back to a normal. I like to do 12. 12 is nice. It's a nice slope. Again, I like to put my cities very nicely symmetrical and not stupid looking, I could do something like this, and that looks horrible. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up, and also you got to remember, now I'm building over this highway, so I'm going to leave space if I want to turn this into a 4-lane road or something like that. And then you bring it over, and then down, down, and over. I know I screwed it up. Now what you can do is you can take it and make it a 1-lane road, and we're going to come in here, 1-lane road around, delete these things that I, just made stupidly, just to and now we're going to make this a 1-way road all the way around. So now, and put our oil power plant here. So now, come in, we're going to put this in, boom, here, and he's in. Alright, so now the trucks are going to come in, off the highway, take a right, drop their stuff off, come back out, make the loop, and out and about they go, back on. So that's nice and efficient for them. So the only traffic I'm going to have to worry about with this oil power plant is the traffic coming in right off the highway. We'll be good to start for now. You run some power in here, get it connected to what will be residential zoning over there, and then you're going to also put in water pumping station and water discharge. So I have a problem, like you said, in Two Rivers you can't connect to the other river. So we're going to put the water pumping on one end all the way up on one side, and as the water flows down, you're going to put the poo plant on the other. You're going to take your pipes, and you got to connect, and they connect right into that hole. You see it right there. It connects right in, and then you hear a bing, and it goes. Now, I like to connect my roads with the pipe, and I like to do it start on the road. If you run the roads are where the houses are, and the houses need the water. So I just like to run along the roads for symmetricality purposes, and it runs. I do 12 by 12s. I think the pipes underneath go 12 by 12. So if you go like, it's squares, and that's 13, and yeah, it's just off a tad. So it comes in 12, and I think that's 12, and it runs, yep, basically perfectly in line. So now you've got your piping. So we've got our electric coming in. Oh, see, and this is the other problem. When you have no money, so many times I've made like a perfect city start and forgot to connect the electric, or forgot to connect the piping, or forgot to connect something else. So, again, see, putting these pipes and stuff so far away from another costs a lot of money in the start of the game. Again, I'm just doing it without money, with no money restrictions, just to show you your basics. I maybe should have done it on one with no money, or with money involved, but I can actually do it again quick. So now that we have our residential and our commercial coming in, we're going to press play quick, and we're going to let it fill in. There's no demand for industrial yet. First comes residential, then comes commercial, and then comes your industrial. So we're going to start setting up our industrial zone. And let's set up our industrial zone, sure, why not, down here. Away from our residential, but so it doesn't pollute, because it will. And we're just gonna, extend another main road down here. So now we've got two main roads coming in, boom and boom. I mean, listen, like, normally I'd go very symmetrical. I'd measure across, okay, so it's 40 across, so I'd come in 20, and I'd come down 20, or I'd come down, whatever, and I'd come, and I'd have my symmetrical, it's all perfectly symmetrical. And then you could do, here, and again, I'm not going to build on this main road, right? So I'm going to come down maybe here, and I don't want to come all the way down and connect here, because there's going to be traffic flow here, especially with industrial. You get the most traffic. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to do something here. And if I want to use every square, I could, and I can make it a dead end. Boom. And, we'll do that. And then maybe on this side, we'll come down and we come halfway and we connect here. And look, that one's, this one's perfect because it connects everything. This one, leaves a space and stuff. But, all different things you can do. Any questions so far, Toby? Oops.
No, I'm just taking it all in, dude.
So then, see, I didn't connect any of the power, see? So it needs to just be in that blue zone, and now everybody's happy. They get their power. So that's coming in. So now we have, if you see in the bottom right-hand corner, industrial demand. Now, you don't have to follow their whole spiel about industrial, but you can, it means there's some demand there for you. So you're going to fill in this. Now, you're not going to build on that road, because you don't want to build on the main road. So you're going to leave it out. Now, obviously, that's not going to build, because it's not connected to the road. And then, you fill in all this. And then, it's your decision on, where you want to build and what you want to build, how much. You don't have to fill in everything. Now they're going to need power, right? So we're going to need to connect some power for them. Here. And here. And they're going to need water. So, you got to remember, you got to lay out enough zoning for the water and for piping. And you got to make sure you have enough money in the bank. It's a nice money management game. It's... Money management's part of the game. It's, it should always be. And as you can see, the traffic's already, pouring in. Holy moly. I mean, we've got traffic issues already. You'll see it in a second. Traffic's pouring in. So now there's already more residential demand. So we'll just use the old fill button, and that's triangle again.
So you're running this pipe parallel on the side. You're not running it on the road, right? It just goes right down the side of it.
The piping. I'm pulling it back up again. Again, you're a little behind. I'm running it right down the road, but all it needs to be do is covered in the blue. The blue covers your whole piping area. So as long as it's, see how when I come down this main highway, you're going to see the blue outline on the side, and I click and finish. That pipe covers that whole blue area. The white, it means it's not covered. So you're going to see in a second that space between the white. So that's all covered. Now, so now we'll fill in, and I'll show you some problems that get created right here by building on these main roads here, and show you a few issues. Even I'll put some there, and one little squares will build. They'll build. It'll all build whatever space you give it, but it has to be connected to the road. And if you see right, you'll end up seeing what I did over here. This little space that you're about to see won't build because it's not connected to the road right there. Now this person's walking to work, and you can do that. So now to expedite his, and we got it. Commercial. I'll show you again. So you'll see this. Congratulations, I hit a milestone. 420 people. I can open up taxes, increase taxes, loans, garbage, healthcare, education. So now you need money for this because people are going to start piling up garbage. They're going to need healthcare and they're going to need education. Now garbage comes first, then healthcare, then education. That's the order in which you build it. So we're going to need garbage. Now garbage is a landfill site. Boom, here's more traffic for you. Uh-oh. But I built this main road in, and I didn't think about this. This track, I just put in this landfill, and the landfill truck now has got to come off, the dump truck got to come off. He's got to come off this one highway, come back on the highway. I don't know where the hell he's got to go to get back and come back here. So we need to give him a road to get back onto the highway here. But I'm not happy about that because I've really screwed this up. So my garbage trucks are going away. I don't know where. Oh, they're going to that roundabout over there, down the screen, to come back around, to come back into the city, to get over here, to get back into the city, to go where they need to go.
Seems terribly inefficient, Jimmy.
Completely. So I put in this road here, but this road here is not even going to help because they need to still get back. So I screwed this all up. How would I fix this? How would I fix this right now? I would make a road here, and I'd come down here. I would delete this. And then I would also have to come here, and I'd have to build a road across, down, and over so it can get back in. And now I've just got a whole mess of things going on. So now you've seen this. So this is the basics. Now here's another important thing. I'm losing $247. I could be making so much more money. Now these are always important things to look at. You have budget, your taxes, which you want to raise up to 12% on everything when you can, on the other stuff. 12% is good. It's the happy median. Nobody gets pissed off. Now, we have electric, water, and you're looking down at your whole budget. You need to fix your budget. You need to bust everything down to zero, because if we go to our, info views, you see your electricity availability. It's green. I'm producing 40 megawatts, but we're only using 11. So, you go into your economy, and you bust this back down to 70, let's say, and now you go to info views, you check your electricity, it was at 40, and I guess we're still producing 40? I don't know what happened there.
Because you got a nuclear power plant.
No, I have a regular oil one. What it was, I have the day-night cycle. So I switch back and forth to day-night. So if I bust the night cycle down to 70, and now we're switching to the day, so you'll actually see it change. So now, boom, 19, as I come back down to Earth. Because you change it. And I don't think you have day-night in yours. I have day-night in mine, which is cool. You know, sunrise, lights change. You also get a traffic increase and a traffic decrease at rush hour. You also get, the pretty lights and everything like that. And you can monitor your money. So people use less water at night, right? You get an increase of water consumption at dusk. Everybody gets home from work. I mean, it really works out to like real life. You get increased traffic flow here at dawn, when people start waking up. You see all the trucks start to enter the highway at these times. Cars start to go. More people. People start look, this person I guarantee you is walking to work. Walking to work. And that's what happens as you progress. Now, eventually, this will become a major traffic issue. And look, I already have more demand for more housing, so, maybe we come down on this road and we put in more residential here. Nothing has to be perfect. You could even make lines, different segments of things. Nothing has to be, you can make it as nice as you want, as sloppy as you want. But I'm going to show you what happens when you hit major traffic problems. And we see I love laying out my water in advance, so I don't have to worry about it. So that pipe would give me a problem just a little bit down, so we'll extend and extend. As long as it's connected one spot, you're fine. So you can get more people. You put in this. So you have healthcare. So I have 2 sick citizens. Now the green covers these certain areas. So if I put it over here, it's not going to connect. And I click on my healthcare. Now it's only connected and green for the certain amount of people. So that's where its coverage ends. So we'll relocate that. You just put it anywhere, relatively close by. And then, so we have that. Now people need schooling. So elementary school, you have 203 available, and we have none in. You put the elementary school, in a residential area, right? Because the kids need to go to school, and they live by the houses, and the kids they'll take eventually a bus to school, or the parents will drop them off, or they'll walk. And as you get down the road, you put your buses near your universities, your subways, universities, and you put it all near that stuff. You put your bus stops at high schools and universities and medical clinics and throughout the city as well. Every couple blocks, like if I were to do this here as let's say a bus stop, maybe down the road, I'd put maybe a bus stop here, and then I'd maybe put another bus stop here at this corner, like every kind of 2, and then I'd put a bus stop at this. Like about this length is good for every bus stop, maybe a little longer. And that comes way down the road. But just to give you ideas for the future, now we're just going to keep filling in, and I'm just trying to get traffic problems. I really want to create traffic issues. Oh, got another one. Where did I go? Where am I? We just got 850. Now I can buy another area. I can paint districts. Districts are interesting. I can take out another loan if I want to. I'll take you through that quick. So you have water. Now the water, again, with the day-night cycle, it doesn't matter for you right now, but the water is, I'm sure we're producing way much more than we use, so you decrease that to save money. We have way too many garbage trucks, you decrease that. We have way too much healthcare. We're just a budding city, so you don't need any of this. And then as your people crave it, as you and info views is maybe the easiest way to, best way to just see it all, see the water availability through the roof. You want it at the, just, above the yellow line. Now, maybe it's a lot more maintenance to take care of and manage, but you make a ton more money. Healthcare, see, way through the roof. So, you up these as things go on. Noise pollution, the people don't like noise pollution. So, industrial creates the most noise pollution, obviously, and you can see as it goes. Transport, natural resources. So, there's a lot of oil. Now, that's what I was going to get into next, is they gave us the ability to paint districts. So, you can paint a district, right? And let's just say we paint this little district right here. It's this housing section, all right? And now I'm not too great with the districts, so info, how do I mess around with this district?
Molester height.
Oh, see, look, we're running out of power. Boom. So what we did was Molester Heights. Yeah, you could rename it and everything. So I know we have power problems, so we'll just bump it up to 80 right now, and that should help. Because we were, 23, now we're up to 25 producing, and we're good to go again. So you can paint districts, and you can, how do I erase? No. Oh, well, so you can industrial specializations as well. Like I can name this a forestry section, or I can name it an oil or a farming industry. You have all those options to you. It comes down the road, not that important yet. Leisure sections and tourism sections. So we're going to get fires. So you're going to eventually have to put in a fire station. Again, the same green rules apply for your fire.
Jack is calling me, so now I just lost your screen.
Alright, that's fine.
Both. I'm waxing or relaxing. I'm live streaming on Jimmy's YouTube channel. Who knows what's going on over here? What are you doing?
I'm just making my way back downtown. Just been working through a bunch since cornerstone's not
here. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Alright, so we're just gonna keep growing this city for everybody else who's watching besides Mr. Lee. We're just gonna keep everything growing. And I'm gonna just keep extending roads down. I mean, we're just gonna get in more just to make everything happy. You'll be fun with power. And we'll just keep extending this city.
Yeah, dude, all good, man. Don't worry, bro. Well, that is, so you work for the lunch. That's great. You get out even earlier.
I mean, already look how big it's gotten, considering, right? We could put in landmarks, the Brandenburg Gate, but just keep things going. Now, what I really want to do is create just a bottleneck of traffic.
Yeah, I hear you. But he, he probably wants to let it be known. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna put in, like, oh, so anyways, keep forgetting, I'm listening to that conversation. So now we can put in parks. Parks are good, people like parks, parks make people happy. So you just put in a few parks around. Oh, and we can also put pathing in. That's good. What else did I need? We need. Oh, I don't have cemeteries yet. People haven't started dying. No major traffic yet. We're already getting traffic here. I guess we're gonna need eventually. We'll put in more of these. So that's the poo. Here's the. And we'll put in another poo place. And then we'll get ready for Toby's return. And we lost power over here. So let's just connect that back up. And the city is... we're flying up the charts really fast. Delete that. So at this point, I mean, you really just let it fill in. People love living next to the parks, and they'll move straight in over there, so will everything else. And then we're gonna work on, pathing. So far so good. Now I really just want to work on the circle, but I really want Toby to come back for the circle. So, I mean, in essence, we need to let this play anyways, just to get more people and have more things happen. So let's just keep extending. And we'll do the old Filarooski. You know what, that should be commercial, because that's near the industrial. And we don't want it too close. Let's do small, so we can show what happens when you get traffic. Commercial strip there. Gosh, we can just keep doing this. Run this bad boy all the way down. Maybe make it an X. Really? Do something like this. And you can really do whatever you want, anything that suits your fancy. Nothing ever has to be perfect. It's a city. Roads are made any way, shape, and form. So you just come in and do whatever the heck you want. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's almost like a weird tic-tac-toe board. So, probably gonna end up needing another fire station, right? Yep. So you need a fire station down here, you're gonna need a police station down here. And you're gonna need another school down here. So you're gonna put in that. You're gonna need a high school in the middle of it all, wouldn't you say? So you can put the high school maybe, yeah, by the park, right? So that'll look good. Medium brush. More residential. This whole area, why not? What the hell? Make it all residential. We'll do all of this, sure. And maybe we'll do commercial. Bang this out. Boom. So now you've got commercial, a residential, a plaza, a park over here. How about a little carousel park? Dog park, sure, why not? You guys are all gonna need water. So you just extend the water down as usual. I know I screwed that up, but whatever. We're not going much farther than this. You know, and nothing is like... You can take your time here and really make it nice, you know, and do things right, but I mean, shoot, it's a freaking city to me. I mean, granted, the parks and, you know, nothing's thrown haphazardly in, but shoot, it's as much of a city to me as, you know, anything else could be, so... I'm telling you, I've seen a city look like this. And then the cool thing here is, you know, you take your free-form road, you will make this like interesting, and you follow the contour, you know, the river, the hills surrounding us, you know, surrounding the river. And nothing has to be perfect, but maybe just snap it in. Boom. Oh, now you've got like a little windy road along the hillside. That's really cool. Let me just bring this back up just so we don't have to worry about it. And things are filling in. Slowly but surely. And I'll let that sit there for a little bit. I'll run away and I'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you ever have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer.
Alright, sorry about that. I am back. And I mean, the city is moving. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic. Well, it's not that much, but... You know, this is becoming a heavy intersection. And, we'll slowly run into problems very soon, to be honest with you. So everything's looking, you know, nice here. Now that we've filled that, there's gonna be... You need to be able to get in there. At least a couple ways. Something like that. And maybe even extend it to here. Now we've added even more space for us to build, which is nice. And now look at this. I mean, we turn this tiny little city into population of 2,800. Turn nothing into 2,800 people pretty quick. 27,666, whatever. You know what they mean. And now traffic should eventually become, yeah. See, now we got problems. Starting to stop. Starting to get the problems. So there's a number of things you could do, but hopefully Toby comes back. Alright, let's save. Let's not save. Alright. So being that Toby is not here, for the rest of the audience, I'm just gonna do this circle quick. So, there's an easy way to do this circle. Now, granted, see, that's what I hate about this, is it's off. But it's not off. I wonder if it's off when you do it with the highway. It is. See, it's 5. It's frustrating. Whatever. Alright. So this is how you're gonna make a circle. We're just gonna run a line down 20. Alright. We're gonna delete this. We need to come in half. 2, 4, 6. We're off by 1. So that should be 10. We're gonna come out 10 here. We're gonna come out 10 here. Now this is the easiest way I know how to make a circle. Delete this too. So you're gonna take the curve, and you're gonna come up. I think, see, that you would assume is 10, but that is really 10, and you're just gonna come right over. And then you're gonna come up. You're gonna come up 11, right? And over. And then you're gonna do the same thing. And I like to do it from this. I don't know, sometimes I screw it up or something. So you just do it from the ones you built it off of. And boom. And you got yourself a circle. Then you take your highway, delete this, you freeform it, and see, it eventually comes in, you get that little bend, so it looks nice, and you get that bend as far as you can go, delete, 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 and you got a straight, here, and boom, you've got yourself a circle. And it'll be nice. People love it. Then, you don't want people taking that main road. So we're going to just highway this. And we're going to change the road direction. We're going to upgrade this as well. We'll upgrade this. Change road direction. And we'll upgrade, upgrade. And now people will choose to drive this because it's faster, I think. Well, the people that need to go down there at least will. Oh gosh. So, see, you gotta make sure you make that a one-way road. But, you know, point made. And we've got ourselves a, little city. Alright, let me save this here. I showed you how to make the, Alrighty. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a break here. Maybe come out with a number 2 tutorial for you guys. And, we'll see you later.